So, just going through the IBF title. Yes, from last time it finished with Tyson beating Tucker. Just going back over that again. Now it's just singly the IBF title. That's in December 1983. The IBF proclaimed Larry Holmes champion after he had given up his WBC title. A bit like when Norton got proclaimed a WBC champion without fighting for it, as it were. Same sort of thing happened in here with Larry Holmes. Yeah, the IBF come on the scene here. And basically November 9th, 1984, Larry Holmes beats James Bone Crusher Smith in Las Vegas. 12 rounds, referee stopped the fight. And March the 15th, 1985, Larry Holmes wins, referee stops the fight in the 10th round against David Bay from the US in Las Vegas. And again, May the 20th, 1985, Larry Holmes beats Carl the Truth Williams in Reno, over 15 rounds points. But David Bay, yeah, sort of died in a accident on a building, I think it was, in his later years. But yeah, that we have May the 20th, 1985. Larry Holmes wins and points over 15 rounds against Carl the Truth Williams from the US in Reno, Nevada. Now, I was talking about it earlier. September 21st, 1985, Michael Spinks comes up from light heavyweight to beat Larry Holmes in Las Vegas, Nevada, over points. And again, Larry Holmes is 48-0, going to break that heavyweight record of Rocky Marciano's. But again, that's what it is, a heavyweight record. People get confused. It's been done many times, that unbeaten. A lot. Again, there's loads of fighters that had unbeaten streaks. I won't go into the names, it's too many to mention. It's about maybe 30, 40, 50, I think it's 40 odd actually. But again, I digress. Again, it would be a heavyweight record. But it wasn't. Michael Spinks put a blot on that. And he rematched Michael Spinks April the 19th, 1986. Exactly the same result again. Michael Spinks wins and points over Larry Holmes in Las Vegas over 15 rounds. September, yeah, also Holmes retired a little bit bitter after that fight. And then will be called out on a sort of 5-week training camp trick by Don King to fight Michael Tyson. But again, that comes a bit later. Quite a bit later, actually, a few years down the line. September the 6th, 1986, Michael Spinks beats Stefan Tangsted from Norway in Las Vegas in the 4th round. Referee stops the fight in the 4th round. And then February 1987, Michael Spinks was stripped for signing to fight Jerry Cooney rather than the IBF #1, who was Tony Tucker at the time. But he does come in at the end of the HBO series to unify the title later on, when Tyson's unified the title. But again, let's get back to this. So again, May the 30th, 1987, Tony Tucker from the US wins, referee stops the fight in the 10th round against James Buster Douglas, who would also come back a little bit later on in Las Vegas, Nevada, for the vacant title. Then we've got the Unification Series, the HBO Unification Series, running through that just as it's part of the IBF. This is where Tyson unifies all three belts, IBF, WBC and WBA. They were the ones around. Not too much of the WBO was around at the moment at this time. That comes a bit later. But he unifies three titles. A points win over Tony Tucker in Las Vegas, 1987, August the 1st. So the 22nd of April, George Foreman wins on points against Axel Schultz. He actually wins the title of Michael Moorer, which had come, come a bit later and explained. It's the longest time that someone's come back and left in between. Last winning the heavyweight title, has come back and win it, and also the oldest guy at the time to win a major title. Again, you've had Hopkins since beat that, and so from there, July 1995, George Foreman vacates the title rather than face Axel Schultz again in a rematch in Germany. So we've got Franz Bofer. Now it doesn't say this here. I swear, yeah, he was stripped for failing drugs test after. So I'll go for that in a minute. So December the 9th, 1995, Franz Bofer from South Africa wins on points against Axel Schultz in Stuttgart, Germany for the vacant title. Also competed in K1, etc. Kickboxing stuff as well, Franz Bofer. But again, March 1996, Bofer was stripped of the title for failing a drugs test after beating Axel Schultz. June 22nd, 1996, Michael Moorer from the US wins on points in the 12th round against Axel Schultz in Dortmund, Germany for the vacant title. And November the 9th, 1996, Michael Moorer wins. Referee stops the fight against Franz Bofer in Las Vegas, Nevada. March the 29th, 1997, Michael Moorer wins in points against Vargan Bean from the US in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now we're coming to the undisputed title, which explains a few things here. So again, we've got the undisputed title. Tyson defending his title, and October the 16th, 1987, Mike Tyson wins in the 7th round. Referee stops the fight against Terrell Biggs at Atlantic City, New Jersey. I think they rushed Terrell Biggs in quick because they were worried about his sort of discipline. Again, he was sort of an ex drug taker, and they tried to get him in there quick before he sort of lost that sort of drive, as it were. So he got him in there, and again, didn't work out. So January 22nd, 1988, Mike Tyson wins. Referee stops the fight against Larry Holmes, Atlantic City. And again, that's the one I said there was talk about the fight, and then Don King come up. I think it was about 5 weeks before, the old sort of 5-6 week training camp trick, and he had to get in shape after quite a few years out. But again, he caught his arm in the rope as he tried to throw a punch. Quite a bad knockout for Holmes. Then March 21st, 1988, Mike Tyson wins. Referee stops the fight against Tony Tubbs in Tokyo, Japan. And June 27th, 1988, Mike Tyson wins by KO against Michael Spinks, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Then February the 25th, 1989, Mike Tyson wins. Referee stops the fight against Frank Bruno. This is the first fight with them. Richard Steele being the referee, taking the point away from Bruno. Bruno stunning him a little bit, but again, it was pretty much one-way traffic with Tyson. The newly formed WBO announced that they recognised the winner between Francesco Francesco Damiani, butchering the name there, and Johnny DePolli from South Africa. Francesco Damiani from Italy. Rather than face Tyson, the decision which set new standards in eccentricity. Yeah, so we got the three. So again, this used to be unified, but it's not. It's the three titles. Gets a bit confusing there, but again, you're going to go through that. So July 21st, 1989, Mike Tyson wins. Referee stops the fight against Carl Williams. He was complaining, but again, it needed to be stopped. Atlantic City, New Jersey. This is WBC, WBA and IBF titles, again, which would have been unified, but now as the WBO, it's not completely unified. February 11th, 1990, James Buster Douglas wins by KO against Mike Tyson in Tokyo, Japan. Tyson got put down in training by Greg Page in this coming up to this fight. But this was James Buster Douglas's night. And October the 25th, 1990, Evander Holyfield wins by KO against James Buster Douglas in the third round in Las Vegas. Quite in bad shape, Douglas, when he came to the fight. April the 19th, 1991, Evander Holyfield wins on points against George Foreman, Atlantic City, New Jersey. November the 23rd, 1991, Evander Holyfield wins. Referee stops the fight against Burt Cooper in Atlanta, Georgia. That was meant to be Tyson that night. I think a muscle went in his ribcage. He's doing a sit-up. So Burt Cooper come in, and he nearly shocked everyone with a knockdown, or the ropes sort of saved Holyfield from the knockdown. But again, he come back to win the 7th round. Again, obviously later on, Tyson would go into prison, and then he'd finally get the match on later on down the line, which we'll come to. June the 19th, 1992, Evander Holyfield wins on points against Larry Holmes in Las Vegas, Nevada. Then November the 14th, 1992, Riddick Bowe wins on points against Evander Holyfield in Las Vegas. They had 3 fights they would. So December 1992, Bowe relinquishes the WBC title rather than defend against Britain's Lennox Lewis, who was awarded the championship retrospectively on the basis of his second round stoppage of Razor Ruddock in London on October 31st, 1992, in an official WBC eliminator. Yeah, there's pictures of him throwing it in the bin when he come over to this country. So you've got IBF, you've got WBA and IBF, so that makes it a little bit more confusing. So for the WBA and IBF, February 6th, 1993, Riddick Bowe wins in the first round against Michael Dokes. Referee stops the fight in New York. May 22nd, 1993, Riddick Bowe wins. Referee stops the fight against Jesse Ferguson in Washington. November the 6th, 1993, Evander Holyfield wins on points against Riddick Bowe in Las Vegas. April the 22nd, 1994, Michael Moorer wins on points against Evander Holyfield in Las Vegas. November the 5th, 1994, George Foreman wins by KO against Michael Moorer in Las Vegas, becoming the oldest heavyweight champion at the time. March 1995, Foreman stripped for the WBA title for failing to defend. November the 8th, 1997, Evander Holyfield wins. Referee stops the fight against Michael Moorer in Las Vegas. And then September the 19th, 1998, Evander Holyfield wins on points against Volkan Bean in Atlantic City. sorry, Atlanta, should I say, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. So he fought that. Brilliant. So coming to the WBA next. That's that one. Bang.